So I'm here with Thorsten from Amaze.
Amaze.
To talk about Amaze. So what is it and why are we here? Why are we doing all this?
Yeah, I mean, to be here in Sheffield, it's really the first time. And it's actually a long history. But to keep it short, Amaze is a festival. We're running it since 2008. And it was all about the conversions of art, games, and other media. And then in 2012, I created a festival called Amaze Indie Connect. It was in Berlin. And it was growing slowly. And I built more festivals. Amaze Joburg, Amaze Berlin. Indie Connect wasn't that anymore because indie games were kind of booming at this time. And I was thinking, maybe indie is not the thing, what I want to really describe as a festival maker. So it's more like, I want to talk about games, playful media, interactive art, Arthouse games. And it's not everything is indie, Indie is also a buzzword now. So, and then 2019, I did a festival and it was a complete financial disaster. And also one funding partner dropped and stuff like that. So I needed to do a Kickstarter campaign. And the Kickstarter campaign was, I think, in end of 2019. And James Brown from Boneloaf, he was backing us, very good. So there was a different kind of tiers because it was Amaze not dead, this thing, punk's not dead, Amaze not dead because Amaze is a little bit like punk attitude. And there was one tier, it was called Punks Need Their Own Party. That's basically his party, James Brown's party now. That's why we are in Sheffield. And I'm very happy to be here. So it's a one-day event. We show alternative controller games and we work together with We Throw Switches, fantastic partner, Craig and Andrew, amazing people. And of course, the people here in Sheffield as well, very helpful, and the Boneloaf people. So we brought everything together and now we're here in Sheffield and we're super happy. So it's not the first time we do a pop-up, but it's basically the first time after Amaze Joburg that we also name it after the city. So it's Amaze Sheffield. So maybe we're gonna come back. Yeah.
And Sheffield is quite a buzzing city for this sort of thing, isn't it? It has quite a big electronic music scene. Yeah. It seems to have a big scene in terms of development and coding and all that sort of thing. So is that one of the things that sort of led you towards picking it as a place as well? Or is it more that there just happened to be that here, which is what's meant that people want you here?
John and Michael and James from Boneloaf, we really became friends over the years because I know them since 2013 when they showed the first time Gang Beasts at Amaze. Yeah. So we've been always in contact, back and forth. And it's not just because of the backing. There was always a conversation, hey, we should do something in Sheffield maybe. And then last year I came here to Sheffield, they're showing me around for about 4 days, showed me all the good places and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe. And they also introduced me some kind of hacker places and also their cool communities around electronic music, Algorave, and I was like super fascinated. And then it was like, let's do it, let's.
Because you seem to be bringing together a lot of things here, because there are commercially released games here, sort of independently produced commercially released games. There's also sort of not so much site specific, maybe sort of installable games, party games, that kind of thing. And there's also workshops and talks and musical performances as well. So you've really packed in a lot of stuff. So can you take us through the other aspects that form the day, like the talks, the workshops and that kind of thing? What's going on there?
Here in Sheffield now?
Yeah.
We have around 11 games here. So a very nice selection of games. Everything is alternative controller games almost, most of them. And when people don't know what alternative controller games are, these are games made out of different kind of special hardware, and it's not just like everybody knows a gamepad or keyboard and mouse. It's different, and also like the interaction with devices is also different. We have a crash board there, we have a skateboard which is a controller, we have an anger food, we have a door where you hit the door and you kick the door. So there's also a camera tracking thing where you can hold your hands and you have to be in a form and stuff like that, and it's very social, interactive, and this is something what we really like to show. And also we want to show the different aspect of video games, culture, so it's very alternative. And this is something, especially for kids and families, they suddenly see, hey, there's another thing, going on. It's not just like everything what you just always see in the marketing, and everybody like, oh, I don't know if this is good for our kids. when they see that, it's really kind of like mind-blowing for the parents as well. And they see there is another creative industry behind it. And it's creative industry. But yeah, so first now we have that. Then we have the creative show with Alistair Etchison. It's also fantastic. The show is almost a 1 hour. He's interactive very much and clownery and on stage. Then we have the Hypertalks, incredible Hypertalks. I mean, we kind of invented this kind of format. It's a micro talk, just 5 minutes, and we give a chance to people to be on stage and say something cool or whatever, perform something. It has not to be with slides. Can be also like, somebody can also sing or whatever, you know? I mean, it's very much community building, and it's also very interesting because sometimes game developers also talk not only about games, because they talk about other interests and what inspired them. And this is why we have the Hypertalks. And then we have a lot of music, yeah. We have a host, and Marina is doing it, and she's fantastic. She did it already in Berlin. Usually I do it, so, but I don't want to do everything all the time, you know. So I don't want to be all the time. I don't want to be on stage. I don't want to be visible all the time, you know. So, but I'm also gonna DJ. I'm gonna DJ tonight. I'm gonna finish. I'm the last DJ.
Oh, okay.
So,
closing the night out.
I play everybody out. Yeah. I think I started 2 a.m. Yeah.
You've got quite a bit of time to go then.
Yeah.
More Coca-Cola. So what have you got planned for the future for Amaze?
This month we're gonna go to Gamescom, which is also very nice. So we have 100 square meters. We have also bring alternative controllers there, because Gamescom is very, very commercial, and I think it's a good place to bring all this kind of
Huge
alternative things there. And also Arthouse games, right? To show people like, oh man, there's a different kind of scene, there are different kind of games, small games with a lot of meaningfulness, and I want to show that at Gamescom. That's also why I got invited. It's definitely a challenge, because it's so different.
It really
so
is,
everything what we do usually, but it's going to be fine. And then of course Amaze Berlin, and let's see. And I mean, it looks like that it turns out very well. The Amaze Sheffield.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe there will be a second one, or because James, they have crazy ideas with Glum. You know, I don't know if you heard about that.
I've seen the little logos. Like a sad muffin or something.
Exactly. It's not. Hopefully he will open a little bit more about that, but I mean, it's an interesting thing because they really want to go more deeper into this kind of hardware stuff, and I think it's a good time for that. And maybe we call it Glum, maybe it's going to be Amaze Sheffield, I don't know. So, but yeah, I like to do more pop-ups, and I definitely this year we also did the first time we did a Steam Fest. Was also super successful. Maybe we're going to do this as well next year. And I write a book about Arthouse games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're gonna get
very busy.
It's a coffee table book. And it looks like that I found a publisher.
Ah, what's it called?
Yeah, Revolver Publishing.
Revolver Publishing. Oh, what's the book called, I mean?
The book is not, the book. I mean, at the moment it's sort of the A to Z of Arthouse games.
Oh, cool.
So it's not a very popular title right now, but it's just a working title. So let's see. When I entered this industry or this field of games, I just saw there's much more stories to tell than what I see in the industry. The industry was always for me like, oh my God, I don't want to be there, you know? So I created basically a little bit of my own world, you know, the Amaze world. And I just found a lot of people who are thinking the same like me. So it's not just me. So that they're coming to a church or whatever. It's more like really... building a community worldwide, and it's a worldwide community. They are more than product thinkers, you know? They really do it because of passion, and they also think that they can make a better world with their video games or show completely different worlds in the medium. It's not anymore just like interaction and entertainment. It's really also thought-provoking, mind-building, and this is something what, for me, Arthouse games means.
Awesome.
And, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is going very well. Best of luck for the future projects, and I'll carry on going talking to people.
Cheers.
Cheers to Amaze.
Cheers.